So for more, let's welcome in Ohio Senator John Husted. Great to see you this morning, Senator. So the Senate is looking to have yet another vote today to reopen the government. What do you see happening? Is it too early for any moderate Democrats to join Republicans?
I hope not, because people are suffering around this country. If your flight gets delayed, canceled, if you don't get a paycheck, you can thank the Democrats, because they're in their quest to prove to President Trump that they're tough, in their quest to get leverage. They're causing real pain across the country. I hope that this is affecting them. I hope that they have a conscience and are willing to accept the pain that they're causing in people's lives. We'll find out today. They have the opportunity to end this. We're going to put a new package in front of them that will fund the military, fund SNAP, fund a couple of different government agencies. But by the way, these appropriations bills were passed before the shutdown occurred on a bipartisan basis. So there's nothing new here. Just pass a CR, change the date. We'll have to move it out to sometime in the future. But it's time to get this over. And I hope that on this beautiful Friday morning here in Washington, we'll have some good news for the American people.
Oh, let's hope.
Yeah, you just led me there, Senator, because I made this point to your colleagues yesterday. The current resolution expires 2 weeks from today, so you're going to have to extend it. How far out do you go? Do you take it to the end of the year, January? I think there's some that actually want to go a full year CR. I mean, these are Biden-era spending levels. Can we do that for a year?
I don't think we should do it for a year. I think that the more logical date is to do it sometime in January. And why? Because it takes time to negotiate these issues. I've said many, many times to the Democrats and to the people of Ohio that I represent, hey, I'm willing to work on trying to cut healthcare spending and make healthcare more affordable to people. Why? Because Obamacare has failed. It is a disaster. Healthcare costs are the #1 driver of inflation in the 21st century. I'm willing to work with them on this, but it's their failure. They are the ones that created this problem. We are willing to work with them, but they've got to open up the government and start serving the people.
So I know, Senator, the president keeps reiterating to Republicans that he wants to end the filibuster. He says in the first hour, Democrats would terminate it when they assume control. Both Speaker Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Thune have separated from the president on this issue. Where do you stand? Is this a real possibility here?
Well, think about this. They're trying to send a message that they're going to stand up for the president. He's going to be president for 3 more years. I hate to break that news to them. And if they're not willing to work in a normal way and solve problems in a bipartisan way, eventually it's going to leave no option. But for now, I hope we can get this accomplished today.
I do want to switch gears to your home state of Ohio, Senator, where a bipartisan redistricting commission approved new congressional maps, which would give Republicans possibly 2 additional congressional seats next year. This went really under the radar because of the elections and president's overseas trip. What's the importance of this decision and helping Republicans keep control of the House?
Yeah, it should lead to a pickup of 1 in a competitive race in at least 1 other situation. So, and by the way, it was done on a bipartisan basis. Ohio didn't do something special here. Our Constitution required this redistricting at this point in time, but Republicans actually cut a deal with Democrats. This is how we do it in Ohio. We work together, we get things done, but the end result will lead to at least 1 Republican pickup, maybe more.
So, Senator, before we go, as part of the Senate Small Business Committee, I have to ask you about New York City's new mayor-elect, socialist Zohran Mamdani. Not a big fan of private property. He wants the government to compete with hardworking Americans, government-owned grocery stores, free food, free buses, a lot of free things. How do you see Mamdani's agenda playing out in the Big Apple? Just want to get your take.
Well, I mean, geez, it's going to be crazy. The idea think of anything. What does the government do that it runs more efficient than the private sector? Grocery stores? Are you serious? He's going to get introduced to the idea of supply and demand real quickly if he tries that, because, you have farmers. Farmers are going to sell the crops, food companies are going to make the groceries. They're going to make them cheaper for the government than they do for anyone else. This is crazy. And the idea that he has very harmful anti-Semitic thoughts to the city with the largest Jewish community, pretty amazing kind of stuff. The idea that he thinks that rent controls are going to drive down prices for rent. Think about that. Who's going to build a new building if they think that they can't recoup the cost of building it? No one. And so he's going to learn what people who have studied history for 100 years know, that socialism doesn't work, capitalism is the best way, and we need, as Americans, to embrace what made our country great.
Well said.
Yeah, great point. Ohio Senator John Husted, great to have you with us this morning. Thank you.
Great to be with you.